Hello, ladies and gents. It is me once again, back from the garage. Back in the garage, would we say? With a new project. A scrap wood project this time. Well, obviously, everything that I make is a scrap wood project. But yes, I'm looking forward to this one. Because obviously, for those who've been here before, we made a coffee table in a previous episode. Oh, previous episodes. Whereas this time, we're making something to go with the coffee table. So, here's the plan. So what we want to do is 250 millimeters by 350 millimeters. So I want the stripes, because what we're going to do is we're making a tray to accompany the coffee table. I really want grain upward. So where it's been cut up, and I also want the stripes to go in the opposite direction to what the table's doing. Just grab the old tape measure as well. If it's less than 2 centimeters, it's not going in because we need it quite sturdy. So I want 2 centimeters at least. And then what we'll do is we'll cut all the bits to 2 centimeters. So a little bit too big. Measure that piece. If I think about it, I could probably get, because I want to make it just over 35 centimeters long. Hello, welcome in those that have just joined. Yeah, I want to make it over 35 centimeters. So that already there. 16 times 2, 32. Oh, okay. Sweet. So what I'll do, because I want variety of colours, so I can afford to be picky. So that'll do. And then it's not the right shape. That's got a bit of a darker tone to it. And then that should, if I, that takes me to, I'll tell you what, we'll go for that as well. Well, actually, to be fair, that there can be cut into a few. Thank you very much for those that are joining in. Welcome. My name is James. This is Lockdown Number. Let me know if you can hear me properly. I've upgraded my game a little bit. So if you can hear me, let me know. Also, give us a thumbs up if you like anything like this. Drop a comment down below. Let us know who you are, where you are coming in from, how far you scrolled through the internet to get to me. So for those who don't know, my name is James. We work with pallet wood to turn into all sorts of different things. For those who haven't seen, if you have been here before, we have finished a coffee table, which is just off to my right. If you would like to see that, let me know in the comments. Today we are making things that are going to accompany said coffee table. I think I've got the material. I think that can come out. I think I've got the chosen bits that I want, which is only those, so I can get rid of all this. Move these out of the way. These are going to be the candidates. So, how the tray's going to look. Come on in, let me see. Let me show you. Let me just double check that everything is going A-OK on your end. Make sure that we can all be seen and heard. Give us a thumbs up if you do like this sort of stuff. We will be making a bit of a mess. I will be obviously pre-warn you that loud noises may occur. So how is everything sounding your end? How does it sound? So how is everything sounding your end? How does it sound? So how is everything sounding your end? How does it sound? I'm on a bit of a loop now. Do apologise. I've said hi to myself. Why not? So what we'll do is measure from that end. Let's see how many pieces we can get. So I want 35. So I'm going to measure the whole thing to 35 and then cut it back. That's the aim. So I can get rid of that piece there. Hi, is it Eli? Welcome in. Oh, can we get another piece of that end? Oh, because that'd be quite nice in the tin. Oh, yeah. Let's figure that out. I want that piece to be included in. Figure something out with that one. So we'll probably get rid of the end piece there, but we'll go from there. We'll go from there. I'll tell you what, bear with me 1 second. What I'm going to do is fire up the other camera. And yeah, film a little sequence of this. Because not only am I doing for you guys, I am also filming properly for the YouTube channel as well. So I do need to make sure that I capture the shot. Clicked on. Lovely. Right. Now let's get measured out. And this doesn't have to be accurate. Wonderful. See if I can do more than I need. Obviously that's better. There's no harm in doing too many, because if I do too many, then I can technically make 2. Where are you? Yeah. Where have I put it? Oh, stuff a bit too quick there. Got myself a little dizzy. What I'm looking for at this moment in time is just a square, so I can just do a solid pencil line across, so I can see it clearer. When I'm obviously using the saw. I put it somewhere. I just can't remember where that somewhere is. We will find it. It's just here somewhere. Where the flipping heck have I put that? I almost swore then. Oh, welcome in. Hi, welcome in. Thank you very much. We are making a mess. You are joined us at the right point. Well, yes, at the right point. I'm still trying to find something. It happens all the time. Tell me I'm not the only one. Put something down. Can't bloody find it. Yes, we are making today, apart from a mess, we're making a tray to accompany the coffee table that I've previously made. If you'd like to see the coffee table, please let me know in the comments. I can bring that out for you. It's right just behind the camera, so if you do want to see it, let me know. It is all finished. It is all ready to go. There are going to be some exciting announcements coming at some point this week, I do believe, with regards to that coffee table. Let me know how far through the internet, Fazza, you've had to troll to be able to get to me. Also, if you are here, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, like, all the good stuff, so that you can actually see a full build video of what we're actually making today, coming probably in about 3 weeks, 4 weeks time, because it takes me ages to make the thing, and then it takes me ages to edit the stuff. So make sure you're stuck around for that. I think I may just have to give up for a lost cause at this moment in time. That's really annoying, because I want these nice and straight. Where did I put my square? I'm hidden. I've gone into the secret room, or even I don't know what's in there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, tell you what, let's just give it up for a lost cause for now. We shall just, yeah, straight across. Fuck, beggar it. Tell you what, if I just go, no, I want it a bit further in. If I just go like that there, and that there, that there, and then that incorporates that into the table. Yeah, baby. Casually under a flight path by the sound of things. What? No, that was miles off. Lovely. Right, so those should be the lines. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Sorry, I was in a little bit of my own then. So that should, one minute. $18. Temperature 36 centimeters. That should be bang on the amount that I need, or just over what I need actually. Ooh, yep. Yeah. That'll do. So what we'll do now, get the table saw set up. As I will pre-warn you, there are going to be some loud noise warnings. I will try and minimize that the best I can. But yeah, I do apologise if there is any loud noise warnings. What I will do is put ear defenders on and stuff like that. I will mute the mic as well. And hopefully that should eliminate any loud noise for yourselves. Unless you really want to hear a loud table saw blasting away down your speakers. And it will surprise anyone on the internet as they're scrolling through. So don't really want to do that. So let me get set up. I will need that. I will need my ankle back. Let me take a quick picture of that. I'll make a great screenshot. Right. What the? I believe somebody's doing their commercial license above our heads. Right, so I need that. I need that. Oh, right, so what I will do now is just move these off the table. Ta-da! Now what we need now, I'll tell you what, let's give it a quick cheeky clean up. Make sure everything is okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slice some wood. Bum, 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 bum. They're the things I've just set up. Moved them, can't find them. Ah, there we are. That's what we need. Lovely, just so I know that I've got enough support on there as possible. Oops, sorry for tapping the mic there, I do apologise. The things you've got to do for this social media stuff. Thank you very much for the thumbs up, whoever that was. Right, now get you back on the plan. Right, so as I mentioned earlier on, what I'm going to do is probably mute the microphone at this moment in time, because we are going to be running the saw. It's going to be nice and loud, so I do apologise. I'll have ear defenders on. If you do have any other questions or queries that you feel free want to put them in the comments, let me know. Or just a quick sip. Oh, that's good, that. Start here. How do? Right. Just a quick explanation of what I'm doing. I'm not just making a load of firewood. This is now going to be cut up. It's cut up into strips. And what I intend to do is make sure that everything is all of the same dimensions-ish. So like that. Hopefully we should have enough to create. I want to not really put two colours next to each other if I can avoid it. It's like this red stuff's quite nice. So if I pop that just in these gaps here to help break things up a little bit. Go in there. There. And then, oh, I might have to put the blade down a little bit. How long have I been streaming? Currently for 33 minutes. What do you mean in total? Since I first started streaming, in general. Long enough today. What are we making? Right. So, I'll quickly just explain. This is going to be turned into a tray that's going to go with the coffee table. So if you want to see the coffee table that I made, if you haven't already seen on the previous videos, which you should have done because you should be subscribed if you're not already, let me know and I will show you that coffee table, because this is going to be turned into a tray that hopefully will sit, once done, on the middle of the coffee table. Because what I'm going to do eventually is the coffee table that I've made in previous endeavours. I'm going to be doing a silent auction at some point to sell off the table, but I want to, instead of just selling the table on its own, I want to add a couple of bits to go along with it. So this should become a tray that will sit in the centre of the table. And what I've done purposefully is I want to make it this way, because the stripes for the table go that way. So these are going to go this way, so it contrasts against the table itself, but without being a different colour, because it is all bits of wood that were used for said coffee table. So let's have a see. If we put them this way. Thank you very much. Actually, I tell you what, just so you can get a better image. So, if you haven't seen already, this is the coffee table in question. There we are. So that's the tabletop, and as you can see, the stripes go that way. So the stripes for the tray are going to go that way. So it contrasts nicely to go along with the table. What I am going to do to make my life a little bit easier in terms of when we come to sanding it, is I'm, in a minute or two, just going to run them all through the table saw on the cut edge and make sure that they're all 2 centimetres. Just to make it a lot easier for me to be able to sand later. Or just over 2 centimetres, probably. What if I just put my tape measure? What if I just put it? Oh. Get your hands off your nads, no one wants to see that. You put tools down for 10 seconds, gone. Oh, for goodness sake, where have I put it? Well, I just had it, because I've just, oh, there we are. Lovely stuff. Right, so what we need to do now is grab these, take this off. Out of the way for now. So what we'll do now is we're just going to run them through, or keep them at the same height, so that hopefully once I then come to sanding, they're a lot more uniform. Makes it a bit easier for me to deal with. Right, once again, I'm going to mute you, just so there's no loud noises and doesn't surprise anybody who's trawling through the internet and sees me blasting away with a saw. Any questions or anything like that, feel free to pop them down into the comments. I do read them. Also give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and ding dong the notification bell so you don't miss when we go live. I'm just throwing that out there so you don't miss once this build gets shown to the rest of the internet. Right. So that will then become das top of the tray. Woo! Let's have a measure, shall we? If we can once again find the tape measure. Ah, it's in my pocket this time. Perfect. Right. I'm just very quickly just going to mute you for a second because I need to go for a tinkle. So I shall be... Hello, butterfly. Don't come in here for your last day. I shall be... Right. Sorry about that. So this shall now, if you come over here and have a look, that should become said top. So what I'm going to do next is just very quickly and very briefly get some 40 grit sandpaper and just very roughly just to help it get a bit, you know, help it to get a bit straighter. So that's the plan next. So I just need to set everything up, ready for that. Thank you very much, all those that have joined so far. And put a comment down in the comments. I'm just going to quickly top up my drink at this point as well. And whilst we do this, I want to have a chat with you. What brings you to the world of Lockdown Lumber? Oh dear, spilled coffee on me. Maybe. Yeah, what's brought you to the world of here? Okay, it's not as fast paced as one of those nimble teenagers flicking their way through Fortnite or selling shite on TikTok. Mine takes a little bit longer. So please do pop down into the comments. Let me know how you managed to get here. I shall be here probably for another 5 or 10 minutes, maybe. Well, it's either that or I'll be here till 2 o'clock. But if no one's engaging, then there's no point in being here, is there? I can film more things. So if you want to engage, please feel free to do so. Any likes, comments, and all that lot would be greatly appreciated. Also, do not forget subscriptions That'd be greatly appreciated. We are on our way to 500 subscribers. I'm trying to get there. I did get a few of you from the pallet wood coffee table. Just a spark of inspiration. Keep that in the can. Well, now, just whilst we set other things up, stick you back on charge for a little bit longer. Wonderful, making sure that you stay fully charged. So yes, please do feel free to comment, like, and all the good stuff. Let me know, have you been here before? Obviously YouTube, you've probably been here before, but I mean to Lockdown Lumber. And if you have, let me know when. Beg your pardon? There is something clearly in the bottom of the saw blade that's making it ding, ding, ding. So yes, thank you very much for all those that are joining so far. What we're going to do next is all the bits that we've cut out, we're going to just go over with an orbital sander, just get rid of any dirty edges so that it glows up a little bit better. So we're going to go for a proper, not too high a grit because I don't want to take too much off. Probably go around the 80 grit mark. Because as I say, I don't want to take too much off, but I want to take off enough that it kind of roughens up the edges a little bit, so then it helps when the glue comes together to help it all stick together. Just if only I had a table to put them on. I've measured 35, haven't I? I wanted 25. That's fine, because that gives us enough room to be able to get rid of any dirty edges. So I'm just going to set up the sanding station. Very, very quickly. So for those who don't know, my name is James. This is Lockdown Lumber. We turn things such as that pallet wood up there into all sorts of nice other things. So if you do want to see any of those other nice things that we do have made, feel free to let me know. I'll rummage them out so you can have a see what we make. If you do like this sort of stuff, do not forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and drop in the comments. I don't know you're here until you tell me you're here. So tell me you're here, then I know. It's as simple as that, isn't it? So what's going to happen next is with the pieces that we've been cutting out to this point, I'm now going to get them all very, very quickly sanded on each edge, just to kind of give a bit of a rougher edge to kind of help glue things together and hopefully make them a bit, I don't know, a bit more compliant. So that is what's next. Please let me know if you do want to hear the sound of a sander or you want it muted. Which would you prefer? Because Because I know which I'd prefer, personally, if I was trawling through the internet, someone blasting a sand rate at the time that I'm just arriving at their page. Ooh, we made it an hour. Anybody watching the World Cup later? England play? I'm not a huge football fan, but I do like international stuff. Now, I also need your opinions on this, because I've made it to 35 centimetres, so I've made it too wide for the table. Made it ever so slightly too wide. So what I'm thinking of is, do I now sand everything down, glue it all together, cut it down the middle and turn it into two longer rectangle trays? We will see as we get on. So let me know in the comments, do you want to hear the sound of me with the sander, or do you want me to turn the microphone off? Let me know in the comments below. Just so I know, I'll have my ear defenders on, but if you want to hear the sound of the sander, you'll have to let me know in the comments below. Sand. So what I'll do is to help the tabletop from wiggling around, grab a couple of clamps and clamp the top down. Right. Let me know if it does get too late. Please do. And I'm going to get cracking. So I've got lots to do. There's not much time to do it.
over the sander. Off you go, well. Oh, so like cutting wood and then. Ooh.
Right, so what the plan is now? All this is sanded, kind of. We're now going to choose the edges that we want to use for the top of the tray. Now, I'm working out, because I'm looking at this, and I think I've cut them perfectly square. So I'm thinking I might get more real estate from the tray if we go there. Well, it was already turned that way for some reason anyway. Yes, I'm just working out which edges I'd rather have on the top. That would be quite nice. That would be lovely. That'll polish up nice. I'm going to move that one down a bit so it's not too close to the same colour. Do I just put that on the top? I think I will. Yep. Any nice bits on this one? Yep. I'll do that. But what I'm going to do now is move some colours around. So we'll swap that one over. So they've not got a lot of matching. What are we making? Well, have you seen, and you can say no, I'm not going to be offended. Did you see us make the coffee table? I shall give you time to answer. Bim, 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 bim. If you didn't, I won't be offended. Because if you didn't, I can still show you, because I've got the coffee table here. Because I made a coffee table. The coffee table's just off here. This is going to be a tray that is going to fit on the top of, in the middle of said coffee table. That's the plan anyway. So I'm currently in the process of trying to figure out whether I want to keep it this size, take a little bit off, or cut it down the middle and create two smaller trays. Because my aim, right, is to create this and then using these to go around the edge, because I really like the way that this is all coloured and stuff. And then we're going to recess a line throughout, and then that's going to fit in there. What type of wood are we using? I'll take a look at that and let me know what you think we're using. We are I say the home. I just muck around with pallets. It's all made out of pallet wood. So if you can identify any of these types of wood, amazing. The reason I do is because if you look at this, right, all these different colours, all these different sorts of varieties. So I will show you the coffee table, just to kind of show you why I work personally with pallet wood. And I know everyone's umming and ahhing against it and, oh, use proper stuff, but you tell me that this came from pallets. So this is the coffee table. And the tray is going to sit somewhere around the middle of said coffee table. Thank you very much. I believe that most of the wood from this was used to either transport tiles or bits of air conditioning units. But yeah, all from pallet wood. So all the different varieties of different wood. And like, so for example, that red there is this one here. And like some of the bits that are the bluer bits and these bits here are like this stuff that's in here. So all this is going to be all the offcuts that I used from this to create this. That's the plan. So, what I'm going to do next, move that out of the way, that's the wrong drink. That's the drink I want. So, I can't decide, because what I've done is by a mistake, when I was cutting it, I've done 35 by 35, well, it's 36 and a bit, or 365. But I really wanted to make them 25. So what I'll probably do is make it really big, glue it all together, and then cut it down to the size that I want. So I either bring it down by 5 centimetres each side, or I cut it straight down the middle and create 2 trays. I just can't decide which way to go. So if you have any tips that you can possibly suggest, feel free to assist. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them up anyway, either way. And we'll decide at that point. So what's going to happen next is let's get some clamps. I'm thinking, do we need all 3? We'll go with all 3 anyway. There's no harm in too much clampage. Let's just hope I've got enough glue. Thank you very much. Oh, there you go. Sorry, I don't know what that was. So what sort of stuff do you make? Please let me know, because I'm nosy. And you know you got a subscriber when I'm finished. Yeah, I'm definitely going to come and Facebook stalk once I'm done. I'm a subscriber. Right, because I'm incredibly mismanaged. And massively unorganised. I'm just going to put all the glue into one big pot. Am I from Australia? Sadly not. Lovely to have come from Australia, but no. I am originally from the north of the UK. Well, north of England. If I said north of the UK, the Scottish would kick off. What about yourself? Put you there for a minute, let all the glue sink to the bottom. You're more than welcome. Don't worry about it. Whereabouts are you from in the world? Eastern USA. Nice. The East Coast, baby. Sorry, I've always wanted to go across to America. I love a bit of America. Well, I say I love a bit of America. As a country, you're that big that parts of America, like, you're such a diversive place. If you think about it, the landmass that you guys cover is about the same, or if not a bit more, than the entirety of Europe. And you can't exactly say that someone in Scotland is the same as someone in Turkey. And you're all one country. It's bonkers, but I love it. I have just realised I'm filming this for a time lapse. This must be mightily boring on a time lapse. It's mightily boring on a full video. So whereabouts in, obviously I don't want your full address, I'm not that much of a stalker, but whereabouts on the East Coast? So you've got quite a lot of the East Coast, don't you? Yeah, I get it. Geographically, there's thousands of miles between us, but obviously Australia's voice stems from the English. Right, that'll do for now. Now we'll leave that for now. This'll do for now. We've got enough glue in this big pot to be able to do what we need to do. Gorilla Glue's great. Plus, I also, when I first started out, because I am over on Instagram, when I first started out over on Instagram, they were one of the first brands to reach out to me, not to give, like, I tagged them in something, and they were really, really nice and really responsive, and sent me a little bit of a gift basket to say thank you, which, yeah, I will never try another wood glue again, unless someone else is very nice to me. But no, I do enjoy Gorilla Glue. Plus, it's seen me through rather well up to this point. Let me move the camera on this side. Oh, it's great. It was really, really nice. Right, just so I don't make too much of a mess of myself. Right, so let's go. Oh, 1 minute. Not yet. No. Tell if I took off the lid, or opened the lid at least. Oh no. Sure that it comes all the way across this side. Whoops, it is. Come on, back you go. Right. Oh, I quite like just getting my fingers mucky and getting really rudimentary. I did at least hear some tips and tricks that you should use, or you can use a screw. Sure everything's all lined up as best we can. It's pushed down as best as it can be. Let's start with the middle. Woo! Over this side there then. Tell you what I might do. Let's get rid. I'll move that middle clamp out. Also, maybe take the ones that the clamp. You'll be happy. That's a clever idea. Relieve that off a little bit. Oh, 1 minute. Bollocks. See, this is why I like doing live streams. It's still rising up, isn't it? It doesn't need to be as... Oh, completely untighten that bit. No, it doesn't need to be smooth. Because it's all going to get properly sanded down at the other end anyway, so... Yeah. Right. That is now going to go and sit down here for a while. Right, I think that's all that I can do today, given the time constraints that I have on. So, I'm probably going to skedaddle at this point. It has been an absolute pleasure. Oh, actually, I do need to stop the time lapse because I don't think they need to hear this as well. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for joining. Rose Woodwork, I am going to come and find you in about 5 minutes, and I am going to subscribe to you. Your hints and tips have been worthwhile and useful. So yeah, I'm going to come find you and subscribe. Anyone else who would like to subscribe to me as well, you're more than welcome to. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you. Oh, Mike. Mike. I'm just about to say bye. It's been ages, my friend, and it's been an absolute pleasure to see you. How are you? Rose Woodwork, I'm sorry, I've just got to, before I skedaddle, I have to say hello and goodbye to Mike. It's fine. It is fine. You fashionably late, my friend. It's been ages. It is greatly appreciated. Now, you've been here a while. Did you... You can say no, I'm not going to be offended, but did you manage to catch the pallet wood table build that I made? Because that's what we've been working on today. Not the table itself, but on something else that's going to accompany said table. Do you want to see the table before I go? Right, for those who are interested, just before I skedaddle, I'm going to quickly show you the coffee table that we have made. So I'm making, for those who don't know, there will be a video coming probably in a while because I've got a lot of Wednesdays to try and get this built. It is Workshop Wednesday. I do have a full-time job and something else in the pipeline. So trying to get in the garage is quite difficult, and we are, pretty much every Wednesday. So if you are interested, please do consider subscribing and ding dong the bell so you don't miss when we go live on a Wednesday. And this for you, Mike, just as we're about to skedaddle, it's just for you. So this is the pallet wood coffee table that we have been making in the previous lives. So we are making currently yes, why we love Mike. So yeah, this is the table. We are currently making a tray to go on the table because at some point my aim to get it sold is, instead of going down the whole Etsy route or what have you, I am over on Instagram going to be launching, now this is exclusive here, hi Pi, you alright? Oh, it's going to be sold. just a quick one, Rose. If you don't know Mike, if you don't know Rose, please, you two are legends. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a silent auction. I'm going to try and see whether I can do. That's the aim, to make a silent auction to try and get rid of the table, because I want to see. I know what it's worth, and I want to see what other people think it's worth. Well, if someone wants to pay that amount, then oh, this would be. You can. Well, what I was thinking is sorry, Rose. I've put you down as Rose Woodwork. Can you please introduce your full name so we can actually call you that, unless it is Rose? Because I'm very rude. I wasn't introducing myself properly. So yeah, I want to see if I can. If this sells and it does well, then I'll probably end up branching out and making the table and benches and stuff. So that's the aim. But anyway, at this point, Mackenzie. Right, Mackenzie. I will remember that now. So thank you very much for joining. It's been a pleasure, from mainly over in the States, it seems. Thank you from the guys over in the States. You have come in clutch. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been lovely. Make sure you do ding dong the bell, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and make sure that you do catch, as we are going to be doing more updates with what we've been making today, as well as if you catch us over on Instagram on exactly the same name, we are going to be selling the coffee table off. So thank you very much for joining. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you, hopefully, I think same time next Wednesday I will be here. It's been an absolute pleasure. All the best.